What's going on, everyone? The Competitor here, back again with another video. This time we have the MK11 Ultimate patch with Rambo. We're going to be taking a look at. This is my first time looking at the character. He seems really fun. He has a lot of setup potential, a lot of ability to play lame. But before we jump into this, I want to give a quick shout out to dman2718 and Mark Foran for being my superstar supporters on the channel. You guys can join the channel and pick a membership down below. Also remember to like and subscribe if you like what you see here today. It really helps support the channel. So we're going to break down Rambo. I made two variations with him. We'll go over this one first. This one is a more grappler oriented and combo one. So it's really rushdown oriented. I just want to go over some key normals. So he has a lot of strings. He has a lot of good mids. He has back 2 is an 11 frame mid. Forward 1 is a quick 11 frame mid. He has forward 2, which is a 13 frame mid. He has back 3, which is a 12 frame mid. He has some pretty good buttons here. So going into his game plan, I really haven't figured him out yet, but I'm going to just go off some basic MK11 meta knowledge. He has good pokes, so you know, a really good down 1. Like, look at the range on this thing. It's almost like a scorpion down 1. Even better is his down 3. This is like a Nightwolf down 3. Insane. Look at that. Look at that. And then it's plus 12 on hit, so you could jail it into an 11 frame mid like back 2. So I'm going to actually set the opponent to auto block so we could see what some of these moves are on block. So let's see, he has back 2-2, which is -6, so that's a hit confirmable mid. The last hit is unsafe, so make sure you don't do back 2-2-1 on block. On hit, you can combo it into like command grab or something like that. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, you could do the low trap thing. He has forward 2, forward 2-1 is a, I guess that would be a combo starter. Oh no, actually not. That doesn't combo into that. Into his Snare Trap. Alright, so that looks like a safe, maybe hit confirmable string. Extremely hit confirmable. It reminds me of Scorpion's back 1-4-3. A little bit. I wonder if there's a flawless block gap there. That's something I'll have to test. What about the first 2 hits? Is that safe? That is safe. Alrighty. Then he has forward 1. It's an 11 frame mid, which is also a meterless pop-up. So that's pretty rare to have these days. This is a big staple in MK11. But you got to make sure to hit confirm it, because on block, oh boy, that is a chunky -30 frames. That is more unsafe than Sub-Zero's slide and all kinds of other stuff. So you got to make sure you can hit confirm. You got to make sure you can hit confirm. Otherwise, you're gonna pay the price for that. What is the second hit on block? Is that safe? No, it's -10. So the second hit is unsafe as well. I don't think that string's gonna be that good. Only use forward 1-2-2 if you know you're gonna punish something. It's an 11 frame mid, so that would be your go-to punish for if, like, you know, Melina does ball roll or something, which we could set her to just randomly do to prepare yourself for a ranked match, right? So like you'd get a meterless launch off that, do whatever combo you want. Yeah. Okay. So that string's pretty good for punishment, I guess. He has 1-2-1, which you can't special cancel, so I guess that's like a knockdown for like maybe setup potential. 2-2-2. He has. This is a string that knocks him all the way across the screen, so that's really good to end your combos with if you're a zoning variation of Rambo. Let's see the frames on block. So stand 2 is -2, 2-2 is -3, and the full string is -7. So you're only going to get punished by 6 frame pokes. So it's not really unsafe to throw out, I guess. And I mean, that's a super easy hit confirm, it looks like. Yeah, so I wonder if that combos into Snare. No. Yeah, a little bit too slow. Rambo's 1-2 looks like a true auto shimmy, so that's something to note. So down 1 into a true auto shimmy. I don't know what all you can really get off this, because it seems like... Yeah, that doesn't combo into that. So I guess you just get a safe auto shimmy with 1-2-1, which gives you a knockdown. So you can dash up command grab, bait their wake up, all kinds of stuff. What other strings are we missing? Okay, back 2-2. Okay, I forgot to cover that. So back 2-2 has 2 enders. There's back 2-2-1, which is special cancelable. So that would be like maybe a hit confirm launcher. You could just special cancel into command grab or whatever your ender may be. Down back 4. And then he has the other ender, which is back 2-2-4, which ends in an overhead. That gives you a lot of advantage and sends them full screen. Now on block, let's see what these look like. So the launcher option is unsafe, we covered that. And the overhead option is only -1. Wow, so that's going to be degenerate. So, you know, do that and disrespect with a poke right after, maybe tick throw. That'd be funny. So, you know, if they're like really respectful, command grab them for their cause. His throws are pretty sick.
It's over.
You get Oki on that one, you get a dash up down 3 check. Seems like that on there too, I'll have to test that. But yeah, that's pretty much Rambo's base toolkit. Let's get on to some special moves. So, the ones I added to this variation are Foobar and Snare Trap. Foobar is a command grab, 10 frames, rather quick. It switches sides. You could meter burn it to do additional damage, giving you a 15% command grab. Or if you meter burn it, you could keep the same side at the cost of 2% damage. So, you know, if you want to keep them in the corner, you can do that. Now, his other special move that I gave him is Snare Trap, which is simply a low, which looks like it actually could be a decent counter zoning tool. Like if Melina threw a high Psy, which I don't think she has in this variation that I made for her, because I was just kind of messing around with it. Yeah, she does not have the low Psy, so what I'm gonna do is switch her to a different variation really quickly, my bad. So what I'm thinking is maybe the low Snare Trap can actually go under high projectiles, and you can use that as a counter zoning tool. So let's record Melina to throw a Psy. Right? Okay, and see, that punished it. So that could be a good counter zoning tool, because he has down back 4 as well. But the thing about the Snare Trap is that you can meter burn it for a full combo. So that could make like some projectile, like if you read a projectile like that, you know, that could be pretty good. But what I think it's really good for is giving Rambo some combo potential. You know, you do your mid. Well, actually, I don't know why you would launch off that. You could just do the meterless one. But like other starters, like back 2-2. So, you know, you hit confirm this string into a launch, and you can get some decent damage here, which I think there's gonna be room for maybe getting like down 2 combos with this. So I mean, 26% ain't bad, but it's nothing to write home about. Like I'm thinking maybe people will be able to do stuff like, you know, walk up down 2, 1-2 command grab, stuff like that, back 3-3 command grab, whatever the ender may be. I think it's pretty neat though. He has a lot of potential. Of course, phone's ringing. I'm a busy guy. No, but you know, that's pretty much Rambo's special moves that I gave him. His other special moves that are base include his hunting bow, which is pretty unique. It adds a nice little zoning tool, although those are the slowest arrows I've ever seen in my life. But he basically has this arrow stance, right? Kind of like Green Arrow's trait, or well, just Green Arrow's bow in Injustice. But what you can do is hold down 2, and you keep it out, And if you release it and keep holding it, you'll just keep shooting arrows. It looks like a max of 3 times. So you could shoot 3 at a time. It's pretty neat. You could also cancel it for no meter. So like that could be used to like maybe shoot 1 or like then cancel. Maybe you try to bait her into doing a sigh and then you do the low snare. Stuff like that. I don't know. It seems pretty cool. It's cooler than a standard projectile. His other move that he has is his Savage Slide. You know, this is a classic one right here. Police officer walking into the station, just slide and take him out. The meter burn is obviously the elbow to the face. You can extend this to make it go further, or you could hold back to actually make yourself roll back. And it has different properties on block that's pretty cool. So if we set her to auto block really quick, we'll just do slide. So that's unsafe obviously, and the back one is too, but the rollback might make them miss the punish if they're not ready for it. You know, like if you tried to just jab punish that and you didn't wait for him to roll back, you might miss it. So that's pretty neat. There's also a Sub-Zero-esque crushing blow tied to this. I'm gonna just turn on easy ones to show you. But with the amplify, it triggers if it's the 3rd amplified slide to hit in a match. So it's just like Sub-Zero's low slide. So, you know, let's say you do a combo. Whoops. Whoops. Wow. Alright, maybe you're not doing launchers into slide. Okay, we'll just do a string into it. You know, that's a pretty good crushing blow. And his other special is the Whip Trap. This seems to be a good counter zoning tool. It's a mid projectile. I don't think you're getting punished from full screen at all with this thing. There's the normal and the far one, so it will not hit up close. Or it will. I guess it has pretty good range, actually. So there's close and there's far. Pretty solid. Nothing to write home about, but mix that with your high, and you know, once they start respecting that, then you can get the mid ones out, maybe get some chip damage. But he seems really cool. He also has 2 other crushing blows that I forgot to mention. He has a throw crushing blow, which has a rather unique requirement. His forward throw, if you do not jump or get knocked down for 10 seconds, you actually get this throw crushing blow. So, you know, in a match, if you don't jump, which, you know, I don't usually jump, so I don't need to worry too much about that, but not getting knocked down either. This crushing blow seems to reward defense, so it looks like you get a full combo after it. That's actually pretty good. Like, what if we throw crushing blow and you know, forward 1, 2. I mean, that's pretty good. 35%. Could probably optimize that better. That's a pretty good crushing blow, though. Oh, that would actually be pretty good. You could probably do some setups. Like, if you're blocking, then you punish with this. You could probably wait. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could probably wait like 3-4 seconds, then do a command grab or do a string into it. And then that could set up the crushing blow. That's probably not bad. He also has another crushing blow off of, I think he had it off of another move. Okay, down 2, everyone has that. So this is his armor break, his forward 4. It's like Aaron's drop kick, except not as far. All you gotta do is simply hit 2 in a row, just like Aaron. So that's something to note there. It's a pretty good one. And last but not least, in this variation, he has a command grab crushing blow, which if we set Melina to do a forward roll on wake up, you know, after, let's say we do a combo and a command grab, if you meter burn it on a roll, you get a nice 32% crushing blow with a lot of tick damage after. So that's a pretty good set. That's a really good setup there. You know, if you read a roll, it's over for him. Now, let's look at my other variation that I created for him. Now, this one is a little bit more lame. You guys know how I like playing lamer characters, so there's not too much to cover with this. It's Rambo's base toolkit, but I swapped out a couple moves. I've been playing too much Call of Duty Black Ops, you know, Cold War, so had to give him the M60s. You know, we're out here. This replaces his bow. Now, this is a high projectile, and it doesn't do too much damage, but I mean, well, I guess it does do a lot of damage. 9%'s a high damaging projectile compared to most of the cast, unless you're Nightwolf or Shang. And meter burn, this thing does crazy damage. But you're thinking, oh, they're just gonna duck it, right? Yeah, look at that, 14%, wow. They're just gonna duck it, but that's why we put in this down back 4. It's his log swing, his log trap. What's the name of it? I don't wanna. It says mace trap. This thing is disgusting. Like, it's a mid. You can't duck that. You're not ducking that. So if we set her to stance hold and duck, it's a mid projectile. It's minus 20, but like no one's punishing you from right there. Maybe sub slide, but other than that, you can meter burn it for slightly more damage. It's a really good projectile. And it also catches jumps, so like if we record Melina to just jump forward maybe. Look at that. It even low profiles Rambo from jump kicks. That's really good. So I'm probably going to be using this a lot in Combat League. I feel like that's going to be really strong. And then of course that anti-airs as well. So you force him to jump with all that. And then the last thing I gave him in this variation was the Claymore. Now the Claymore is really awesome because it allows for a lot of setup potential, being unblockable. And the only thing about it is you can actually blow yourself up with it, so you have to be careful where you set it up. But I feel like, oh, he's down 2's not that great. Oh, oops, demonetized. Okay, never mind, it has a really far horizontal hitbox. That might be a really good down 2. But I gave him this Claymore because when you're controlling space like this and they can't come at you from the air, if they try to on the ground, they're gonna get popped up. Whoops. You just gotta be careful not to walk into it yourself. You can meter burn. Oh, there's a crushing blow tied to that. That's good to know. I just tried to meter burn. Let's take a look at that really quick. Okay, so if you hit the move 3 times in a row, which I could, you know, that's not impossible. Because, you know, if you're just zoning, you get that third one. Oops, you gotta meter burn it. And that's a nice chunky crushing blow. So if they keep jumping at you, you could just anti-air with that and get a crushing blow. So that's pretty good. That obviously replaces his low trap thing that the counter zoning tool that we saw in the other variation. This is down back 4. So, you know, you miss out on that, but I think this is a lot better because it covers the airspace. And then we have the M60 as well to apply chip damage and pressure if they start stand blocking, respecting it. Which if we set them to auto block, we could just see how much damage it does. I mean, that's not too much chip, that'd be busted. Give him some Aquaman stuff. Meter burn, that ain't too bad though. So, I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good zoning tool. Getting hit by that's probably annoying, especially since it knocks down. And if you knock down with that, that probably guarantees one of those guys. Yeah, it does. So you could do a close, medium, far with that. So, you know, if you hit M60, you get guaranteed swing check on them. And then when they're full screen respecting it, you get your Claymore set up. They can't advance from the air. If they advance from the ground, they're going to get hit by the Claymore. And fun stuff. So I don't really know what kind of setups we can do with the Claymore yet. I feel like it's gonna be really good though. Yeah, because then you could do a slide, an amplified slide. So you know, Melina tries to ball roll in on you, gets hit by the Claymore, and that's a simple back 3-3. Actually, you could just loop it into itself and then keep zoning. That's really lame. Yeah, guys, I think this is going to be a fun variation. I think I'm going to cause a lot of rage quits in ranked later on when I get to play. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of Rambo. I had a lot of fun making it, and he seems like a really fun character. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be back next time.